Today, on Saturday Sit Down with G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton. CD and Trayvon Diggs is catching heat for partying after such a great loss against Houston, Texas. Is Dak Prescott a whiny baby? And also, I like that Michael Parson has a podcast. Let's get into it. What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? It's your guy, G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton, coming at you live, direct, and correct with some Mo news. That's right, some Mo news, some MO news that you can use. And here we are, Saturday Sit Down with your guy, G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton. Give it up. See, so I'm not gonna stay here before you long, man. We know the debacle that's going on in Dallas. The question is, are we tanking or are we still trying to win? Well, we're trying to win, but we're tanking at the same time. I'm just saying that's where we are. We're trying to win, but we're tanking at the same time. But I want to say this here. But here we are. We have signed Dak to the 4-year extension. And if you look at our record where we are today, we could be in probably the top 5 pick in next year's draft, which, everybody's talking about Deion Sanders and talking about Shador Sanders and things like that, which we know Deion Sanders not coming. Got probably one of the top quarterbacks in the nation that just committed to his university, so he's not coming. But where we are, if we wouldn't have signed Dak, we could have probably had this guy. We probably could have had this guy on our team, but now that we have this extension on our whiny baby, I hate to say it, but that's what I said, whiny baby. And I'll get into that real quick, what I call Dak Prescott a whiny baby. But we could have been in the runnings for Shador Sanders. But because, once again, failed communication, lack of communication, power struggle, whatever the case may be in this organization in the front office, it is definitely starting to bust from the seams. So does it make sense if you're in position to go get Shador Sanders, you go get Shador Sanders? I don't know. I mean, we know that Denver did it with our guy Russell. Yeah, so they got rid of Russell and they went and got Bo Nix, and and looks like Watson is out and Winston is in. So I don't know. Daniel Jones has been released, and they're going with DeVito. So even though it's a bold move that these teams are making and these owners are making, it's still dumb. Yeah, it's still dumb. Why would you sign these guys these long extensions, then you turn around and get rid of them? But that's neither here or there. It's only money, right? But let's get into this one I call Dak the whiny baby. So it was told that Dak had did an interview with Dallas Morning News and basically was talking about the Houston Texan game and basically said because he wasn't there and how bad they were getting beat, it really hurt him to where he shedded tears. I had to do that 3 times because we're talking about the leader of the Dallas Cowboys. We are talking about the guy that is supposed to put this team on your back and take us to the promised land. But instead, this guy said, it got to me and I shedded tears. Let me say this again. I lost friends and I lost subscribers because I tore down the Dak Prescott fathead on my wall in my man cave. I did. But I'm a realist. And here on the Cowboy Huddle podcast, we talk barbershop talk, and it's my opinion. Yeah, I lost friends. I lost subscribers. But it's okay because it's the way I feel. We got a quarterback that shedded tears. For $240 million, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and kick in Jerry Jones' door. Say, listen, Jerry Jones, we can't do this. This is what I need. This is what I need done. This is what we're not going to do. And if you don't like it, screw you, get rid of me, or do something. But as long as I'm here and I'm the franchise quarterback, I refuse to allow you to tarnish my image and my reputation. So, with that being said, I want this coach coming in here. We're not going to do this anymore, and we're going to do that. How about that? $240 million man. You can do that, Dak. Listen, Dak, if you hearing me and you seeing this video or somebody get this video too, Dak, it's time for you to lace up your boots. Time for you to put the big man drawers on. Time for you to put the overalls on. Carry a big stick. And start whacking some folks across the head if you have to. But to cry and to let the world know that you shedded tears because how bad and how terrible this team look. Well, Dak, you said it first. We effing suck. That's what you said. But instead of doing something about it, you're complaining about it. So, Dak, the $240 million softy, tighten up, brother. Tighten up, be about your business, stand on business, and you change the culture of this locker room, of this team. This falls on you. And people, y'all can say what you want to say, Jerry Jones. Well, Jerry Jones had already done what he had to do. So now, knowing that your quarterback is going to be here, it starts with our quarterback. Say what you want, say what you will. But again, at the end of the day, you got a $240 million quarterback that's going to be here a while, unless they decide to do something different. But with that being said, as a $240 million quarterback, I'm walking around with a cigar in my mouth and god dang it, without a shirt on. With braids in my head, down my back, or whatever, or however I want to do it, doing whatever the hell I want to do. Hell, if I want to spray paint the damn walls, I spray paint the damn wall. What you going to do to me? That's the attitude, Dak, you're going to have. Tighten up, brother. Quit being the nice guy. It's okay to say a few cuss words on the microphone. Damn it. See? It actually release all the frustration and the buildup when you say a foul word. Well, they call it foul words, but it's just a word. So anyway. So yeah, that's why I call him that. So now I gotta get into this real quick. I gotta talk about this. Now everybody's talking about CD and Trayvon Diggs at the nightclub. You know, they posting up and they partying after a major loss, 34-10 loss to Houston, Texas. And I'm finna share something with you that nobody else is sharing with you. And I know they're giving you negative news about Trayvon Diggs and CD Lamb. Now, I'm gonna tell you something as experience as a parent of a former Dallas Cowboy player. I'm finna share this with you. Now, what happens? Now, listen at this. I understand that they getting bad reviews, and they're being talked about and everything. But let me say this here. Now, what happens here, guys and ladies? Sometime in the beginning of the season, there are events that are set up before the season even starts through those players, Trayvon Diggs and CeeDee Lamb, either one, their agents set up these events as fundraisers or as events for the community. So these are actually events that's set up by the marketer of the what do you want to call the agency that each one of these players are under. Okay, I'm giving you some free game here because you guys are going in on these guys. But this event was probably planned months before the season even started, and they made an agreement to make an appearance at this event. Regardless, win, lose, or draw, they have made an agreement to be at this event. So before we throw them under the bus and before we write them off, let's find out why they was there. Now, this is even with the mainstream media. You guys are not looking into that. You guys are just saying it's terrible that these guys. But again, the agent and the agent's market crew or marketing team, they do this, guys. There's a big flyer. We might say, hey, after party, Houston Texan game, and special appearance by CeeDee Lamb and Trayvon Diggs. They didn't know that the season was going to be like this. Now, if they would have won, nobody would have said anything. But anyway, I got to keep moving. Anyway, so with that being said, let's not judge the book by its cover unless we read the book. So let's go do our research first before we throw these guys on the bus. Now, going into this next topic, Michael Parsons. You know, Michael Parsons been doing a lot of talking and it's wearing really, really, really thin on a lot of people of what he's saying. Now, with the latest statement that he said, I want to share this. This is because this is what, however you want to put it, and however Michael Parsons was trying to say it, but at the end of this comment made it that much worse. Now, which he's later has apologized for what he said, but Michael Parsons, dude, you are basically stepping out of bounds, bro, when you're doing what you're doing. And I understand it's out of frustration, but it's a way to do and everything. I'm not saying it's for you to sugarcoat, you know, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, or quacks like a duck, it's a duck. But it's ways you have to say things. And I can appreciate your honesty and your realness, but it's ways you have to say this. So, but after he said this is kind of, I want you to hear this. It's a guy from First Take. I forget his name. I think his name is Chris, but I think it's First Take. I'll give you the information. But let's hear what, after they heard what Michael Parsons had to say, this was their response. And then now hear this out.
That's a tough one, D-Wood. That's a tough one to take. What is your I'm moving away. What is your reaction to that?
I'm the same.
This is on Get Up, and you have Rex Ryan on here, and I can't think of the other guy brother name. I think his name is Chris. I can't think of, but they had some harsh words from Michael Parsons. Let's check this out.
Granny, I've never heard anyone say anything remotely like that after a game. I really have, and like, who the hell Michael Parsons think he is talking like that after a game? Bro, you've been missing all these games with the injury. And last time I checked, the head coach is a Super Bowl winning coach. And I know the season hasn't gone the way that everyone is expected to go and all that. But for you to sit there in the locker room right after your team gets pummeled and to just undress your head coach in that manner, see, that's what's going on with all these podcast boys out here in the locker room. Everybody wants to sit there and they want to, spout and say all this type of stuff. There used to be a time when there was a little bit of respect, a little decorum in the locker room, because at the end of the day, it was about we didn't do enough. All of y'all got your asses kicked. Okay, and you're going to go out here and talk about your head coach, basically your head coach not working, not doing anything to try to prepare the team. I just think it's a bunch of BS, man. Yeah. I really do. I like, we can sit here and laugh and all that type of stuff and be here in shock, but that's disrespectful what Michael Parsons did to Mike McCarthy in that situation, because I know, again, it's not the results that Mike McCarthy wants, but I know that man is busting his ass every single day to try to go out there and get a win, and to hear one of your star players come out there and say that. Yeah. Come on, man. Like, I can't ride with that.
That's total BS. You're exactly right. And look, coaches are there at some days 20 hours a day.
Well, I'm going to stop right there. So this is how Michael Parsons is rubbing off on people. But let me say this. I like that Michael Parsons has his podcast, because now you don't have to do an interview with Michael Parsons. Just watch his podcast. He's going to tell you everything. He's going to tell you everything. He'll tell us, and it goes on in this video. You can go back to his little podcast that he does, And he's going to tell you everything about what's going on with the Cowboys. And again, his last statement was, this is a damn good team. So, yeah. So there's a lot going on with the Dallas Cowboys. And people are asking, are we tanking or are we trying to win? Well, there's a difference than effort and no effort. And right now, I really think the team is still trying to put forth effort right now. They are. But in due time, there's going to come a time that they will probably just say, you know what, this is it. You know, we're not going anywhere. So, again, the question is, who's the leader? Who's going to be that individual that continues to try to pump this team up and see what happens? But anyway, guys, I got to move on. I thank y'all for, man, just taking our time to sit down with me on this Saturday morning. I got some chores and I got some projects I got to start working on. Just fixed my dishwashing just a few minutes ago, so it's up and running again, which I hope Mama, she should be happy with that. Well, she don't even use the dishwasher. She just put, it's a holding rack, but it's working. But anyway, again, guys, do me a favor, man. If you can, just right below. Hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscription button, because guess what? It costs you absolutely nothing to be a subscriber to this channel. And also make sure you share this video, leave a comment, and also make sure you hit the notification bell so you will be notified when the next video is posted. Again, man, thank you guys for being a part of this channel, man. Again, I always say we're growing, we're doing great things. I know it's a tough time this season, but we're diehard fans. We want to stick around and we want to continue to bring you news that you can use about our Dallas Cowboys. But again, guys, thank you. Continue to be blessed. Continue to stay safe.